That's it. Get real. How would this economy work when God is in charge? Okay, are we going to have elitists running our lives? Those that think they're more important, they're smarter, they're more worthy? Is that how it's going to be? And a lot of so-called Christians, they'll say, oh yeah, well I remember that parable of Jesus when the guy said, hey, look, Lord, my child is dying and suffering at home, and please, Lord, you don't need to go there, but just, pray for him, and he'll be well, I know. And he says something to the effect where, I know, this person's in charge of this person, and I forget exactly. I'm getting it all mumbled up in my head. Okay, but the point is that, he talked about this hierarchy of, taking orders. The big guy gives orders to the medium guy gives orders to the semi-medium guy, and then he gives orders to the low, like a game of chess. You got your pawn, and you got your bishops, and your rooks, and your kings and queens, and your knights, all that crap, okay? So you understand what he's getting at here. Hey, listen, it's just like the teachings of Victor Hugo, okay? Adversity makes men, and if there's one very standard form of adversity in this world, it's poverty. But it's a paradox, because it's not God's fault that anybody's poor. Nobody would be born poor. If we had God's paradigm from birth, it'd be understood you have an inherent right to share in your father's inheritance. Everything came from God. Everything that man has accomplished and achieved on earth, that includes all the technology, all the infrastructure, was at the hand of God. You can say, no, it wasn't. It was at the hand of men. Who created the men? Who gave the men the wherewithal? I know what I'm talking about here, folks. And I'm telling you, I just want to hear other people talking about it. I don't want to be somebody famous. I don't want to have to start a radio show. And I don't want to have to go on the Alex Jones show. I don't want to have to do anything. But I am compelled. I am commissioned. So I have to. I have to live with myself. And I can't shut up until I'm hearing somebody talking like me. And when I hear somebody talking like me, then I shut the hell up. That's all I ask for. That's all I really want. Okay, because I'm happy to be a simple man. I love simple crap. I love it. I absolutely love it. I can be very content just doing very, very, what you might think of as mundane things. Okay, I'm just a simple guy. I enjoy my life. I enjoy simple values. I enjoy seeing the bird nesting in the bush. I enjoy seeing the flowers bloom. I enjoy taking a drive in the country. I enjoy hanging out on the beach. I enjoy going to the mountains. I enjoy people. People. That's as good as it gets. People. That's it. Going to work, serving your fellow man and doing a good job for them. That's as good as it gets, according to King Solomon. And I believe it. There's nothing more gratifying or satisfying to the soul than giving of yourself and being productive, giving your best in whatever you do. Okay? We should all do those things. We should all give a damn. We have a conscience. And a man isn't content with just being self-serving. No man is an island unto himself. And if God hands you everything from birth, then Victor Hugo's saying doesn't matter anymore. And those things Jesus was talking about don't matter anymore. What do you think? Jesus kicked the money changers' tables over to no avail? I mean, let's have progress. What's he talking about? If we're going to play this game of money, then let's have it across the board. Let's have it equal. If we're going to have progress in society, then let's have everybody, let's have a rising tide of prosperity across the board, a rising standard of living across the board. Let's not see it hoarded so that people can control you, so that they have this perpetual advantage, this perpetual ever-growing advantage over others. No, that sucks. And we can't have that. So we've got to understand that, yes, albeit we're stuck in this crap hole and we all have to spend Federal Reserve notes, we sure as hell don't have to like it. We can hate it. We, like Jesus said, hate your life in this world because of all the injustice, because Satan is the prince of this world. And it's an evil, evil world because of that. And the policies we're forced to live under are being created by evil people. That's a matter of fact. Their fruits are rotten and they stink to high heavens. They're a murderous gaggle of heinous, sinister, diabolical, cunning, crafty thugs. Bloodthirsty maniacs is who they are. They're haters of humanity. We got to get that through. Understand the danger we are in, the peril we are in. And they know that killing Trump is likely going to send humanity over the edge. All hell's going to break loose, and they don't want that. They don't want to see a big rearrangement, a resetting of the society, of the establishment, because they are entrenched, and they're very much in control of the affairs of men. So we've got to take this matter in of grave importance, very, very, very serious. Life and limb. We're up against murderers that love their lives in this world. They love money. They love Satan. And be careful not to love money yourself. And if you feel like you need money so much, you're wrong, man. You love money then, because the things we really need, like your wife, right, or your husband, your children, these things we really, really need, okay? We love them. So you don't need money, okay? But Satan's getting a hold on you, and you're not seeing it because he's so crafty. You don't need it. All you need is the air you breathe. All you need is the love of God in your heart, your soul, your spirit, your mind to go out and enlighten people. Bring people out of the darkness. Snatch them from the flames of hell. Help them to understand, man. We got to get ourselves off the junk, man. This isn't working. This is not capitalism. All the people that have made money in the last 50 years since the assassination of JFK have made it off crony capitalism. So have some compunction in your soul and give back by fixing the problem and being honest what it's going to take. It takes generosity. That's liberalism, good, pure liberalism. And it takes conservatism, fiscal prudency, where we end the taxes, we lower the taxes, we lower the cost of living, and therefore increase the worth of the currency. Until what? Till you can see the end from the beginning. It's just a means to an end, to where everybody is rich. That's what happens, and nobody cares about money anymore, because prosperity need not have a damn thing to do with money. And people got to explain this stuff to others the same way I've explained it. I am of my right mind, folks. I know what I'm talking about. I understand logic, and I understand math. I understand the difference between something that makes sense and something that doesn't. And I want everybody else to be empowered and to use that power. It's not something you keep to yourself. It's like Jesus in this story of the talents. You got a talent. You're out of Babylon. You're empowered with the knowledge of the truth. Now go out and share it, man. And it builds and it grows. You put that talent to work. That's investing. That's true prosperity. Let's define prosperity. Do you have a friend because you were a friend to somebody? That's a beautiful thing. That's as good as it gets. That's what I'm talking about here. I'm everybody's friend because I choose to be. Jesus said I should love my enemy. So I do. I'm free. I'm completely free. I'm on everybody's side. If I had it my way, it'd be Jesus' way. And if Jesus had it his way, it'd be God's way. How would that be? Wealthy from birth. Because the planet is wealthy. Because God created the wealth, the infrastructure, and the technology, and everything else on the face of the earth. It belongs to all of us. All these natural resources, they're yours, they're mine, they're his, they're hers. They're all of ours. That should be our reality. Do you see how dramatically, how profoundly different that reality would be? That paradigm would be? You think we need Victor Hugo telling us that adversity makes men and prosperity makes monsters? No, it's not. It's going to be irrelevant. That we need a hierarchy of people telling you what to do? We can have organization. We can have order. We can work and we can serve and this guy knows more about it. There's nothing wrong with teachers telling you how to do something. That's wonderful. I'm all for it. Everybody knows more about something than another person. That's the way it is. Okay, so let's understand everything Jesus taught makes sense if you look at it. Either it is literal or it's a metaphor, an analogy for something else he's trying to get across. But whenever you read the Bible, always try to understand the highest possible meaning of what's being said.